boys and girls. We're here for another little lesson today. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, we call it, or April 21. And it's the day of the week, Tuesday. Tuesday comes right after Monday, and the next day after Tuesday. Tomorrow, we call it, will be, do you know it? After Tuesday comes Wednesday. Let's sing our day of the week song. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you look outside your window, you might see the weather, what the weather's doing today. When I'm filming this little video, the weather outside is sunny and it's warm. To wear shorts today with short sleeve shirts if you go outside, and I hope you do, to see the world around you. But today is a sunny and feels warm day, so it looks sunny and it feels warm. I hope you've had a chance maybe by now, if you haven't made your weather dial yet, to make that. If you haven't started drawing a little picture and making a weather book for each day this week, start doing that so you can try to draw what the weather was like today. And remember the thermometer. If you have a thermometer somewhere outside or in your house that tells the temperature, then you can check that and see the number that tells about how warm it is on Tuesday, April 21st. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit more about the weather, and also we're going to do some number games today. But let's begin with the sign of the cross and begin with our prayer. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Let's remember the angel of God prayer and say that one today. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day be at my side, to light, to guard, to rule, and guide. Amen. And the pledge, with your right hand over your heart, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee. Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Good job, boys and girls. You won't see me much in the video today. You'll just hear my voice. I'm doing it a little bit different. I'm always trying to learn a new and better way to do my videos for you so you can hear and understand them a little bit better. So I'm on the floor in my studio. And first thing I want us to do is to review or practice the names of the numbers that I have spread on the floor here on my green mat. You can see them, I'm hoping, pretty well. If I have to get up and check my picture a little bit so I can be sure that you can see them. That one on the end down there is not very close, but maybe I'll move it down here in the front, like that. Okay. Well, let's start over here on the left side, and let's just practice saying these names of these numbers. Ready? Did you notice that I did not say the names of the numbers? Let's do it again, and if you were a little confused, I want you to say the name of the number. I want you to say it out loud wherever you're watching from. Ready? Here we go again. I'm not going to say them, but you say them. Well, I hope you got most of them. If some of them were a little tricky, you and your mom, maybe your dad, can watch the video over again and practice them, or use your flashcards. If you haven't made any flashcards, cut some little squares of paper and write these numbers down on the paper, one on each piece, and then use them to practice the numbers. Now let's play a guessing game. I'm thinking of a number that comes after 16. After 16. What do you think it is? Did you say 17? Because that's the one that comes after 16. I'm thinking of another number between 11 and 13. It comes between 11 and 13. Did you say 12, 11, 12, 13? I'm thinking of another number that comes before 15. Before 15. Tricky. 14 comes before 15. We say 14 and next we say 15. So 14 comes before 15. I'm thinking of a number that comes after 18. After 18. 19. I'm thinking of a number that comes before 13. Before 13. Just before it. Oh, it's not a teen, it's called 12. Oh, so tricky. 12, then 13. I'm thinking of a number that comes after 10. After 10. We were counting on from 10. We would say the next number is 11. I'm thinking of a number that comes before 15. Before 15. 14. Good practice. This is one way you can use your flashcards that you make, is play different kinds of guessing games with the numbers. Then, to finish it all off, you could even try to put the numbers in order. Oh, if I started with number 10, I would next put, oops, I'm not sure you can see those, so I'm going to push them up a little bit. 10, then comes 11, then what? 12, then what? 13, next 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Did you notice on some of the numbers we said teen at the end? Teen. Do we say that for 10? Do we say 10 teen? No. Do we say 11 with a teen at the end? No. What about 12 with a teen? Nope. 13 we do. 14 we say teen at the end. 15 we do. 16 and all the rest. 17, 18, 19. We count 10, 11, and 12 as numbers that come between 10 and 20. They come with the teens, but we don't actually say teen when we say 11 and 12. That's what sometimes makes 11 and 12 kind of hard to remember. You did really good with these flashcards. Remember, you practice with some flashcards at home too and play games with them. They're very fun. Which one's to pick two, which one's bigger, which one's less. Very fun. The next thing I wanted to do was to practice a little bit more about making groups. You remember last week in one of my lessons with numbers, we made groups called classification. We made groups of dinosaurs and dogs and cars and trucks. If you didn't watch that video, it's really important. Go back and watch that because it teaches us how to group things by ways they are alike or the same and ways they're different. So I went and got some little cars and trucks that I keep at my house to play with, and I was going to use some of these today to make groups and see if you can figure out why I put those groups together. You see all of those? Let me just check the video. You can see all my little cars and trucks. I use some airplanes and helicopters in there. Well, watch this first group that I make. Okay? Remember, the mat has a line down the middle. You see how I'm putting them all together? Am I putting them together because they're the same color? Are they the same color? No, they're not. Are they the same, exactly the same shape? Do they look exactly alike? Not quite, do they? But now here's my second group. Now, are these things together because they're all the same color? No. But why do you think I put these things together? I didn't use all these little things, but why did I put these together? Can you figure it out? Why did I classify them? You think about maybe what they do. The real ones, these are toy ones, but if they were real, they're vehicles that fly, right? They're flying vehicles. And can you think of a way or a reason that I put these things together? Because they all have wheels and they go on the land. Can they fly? No, they're different. But let's say I wanted to add this little helicopter. You can see that little helicopter has two propellers on the top. It's a big one. Which group would I add this to? Would I add that it goes on land? Or would I add that it goes in the air? If you said goes in the air, you're right. And I could put it with that group. Where would I put this one? You can see this little guy. Yeah. You're right. I would put it over here with the cars because it's a land vehicle. It goes on the ground. Here's a motorcycle. Oh, it's a little guy riding a little tiny. These are mini cars and motorcycles and airplanes. It's a little mini one. Where would I put him? He would go in this group because he goes on the land. Very good. Now I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to make my groups using the same kind of things. One more little game of this one. And you can do this at home. You can take a bunch of little toys and you make the groups the way you want them to go together. This time I'm going to put this one and this one and this one together. And then I'm going to put this one and this one and this one together. Now, does this look like groups that I've made that are flying vehicles and land vehicles? Well, let's look carefully. This has a couple of flying vehicles, but oh, here's a car that goes on the land. And look at this. These are two cars, but one is a air vehicle, goes up in the air, it flies. So now this is tricky. I've put these together for a different reason. Don't know if you'll be able to figure it out or not, but I'll give you a clue. It has something to do with color. Color. Do you notice a color that's on all the three of these vehicles right here? What color does each one of them have a little bit of? Did you say red? This one has red, this one has red, and this one has red. These mostly do not. This one had a teeny tiny bit on the tip, but I tried to just pretend that wasn't there. These vehicles do not have red. I put them together like that. I could put make another group that was these and these. Now those are all air vehicles, they fly in the air, but why did I make them, these three in a group? Because they have something the same, and these three a group. They have something the same that's different from those. Can you figure out what it is? These are helicopters, and what do helicopters have whir, 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 that go around and around and help them fly? The propellers, right? These are jets. Do they have a propeller? No, that's how I made the groups this time. These have propellers, these do not have propellers. Pretty cool, huh? Classification is very fun. You can use it for lots of different things. Okay, I'm going to move all of these things out of the way. And I have one more game to play with you for our lesson today. Ooh, that was noisy, sorry. Okay, let me grab these things. Pardon me climbing across. Get all of this stuff. Oops, and I think I need a marker too. Okay. Now, double check that I have them in a good place that you can see them. Yes, I do. Okay. Today I want to tell you some number stories, and we're going to practice writing number sentences. You might recognize this from our story about the resurrection and about when Jesus was buried in the tomb. Today we're just going to call it a cave. It's going to be my cave. And I have some little duck friends to help us. The little ducks are my counting pieces that we're going to use to tell a number story. And we're going to write a number sentence, not with letters and words, not a sentence with letters and words, but a sentence with numbers. And we've done this before with Miss Frieden and I. We're going to do it a little bit more. Before I tell you my first number story, I want to introduce to you again this little symbol. His name is Plus. I like to think of Plus as the monster that makes everything bigger, the sign that makes everything bigger. Whenever Plus touches a number, that number is going to get bigger. If we say 2, number 2 plus, and then another number, 2 is going to get bigger. If we say 5 plus 1, 5 is going to get bigger, because plus is kind of like a superhero. Maybe that's a better thing to remember him as than a monster. He's a superhero. The plus makes things bigger. So Plus is going to be in our stories today. And another superhero that has the ability to make things smaller or less. His name is Minus, and this is what he looks like, just a straight line across. Minus always makes numbers smaller. So if we have 5 minus 1, 5 is going to get smaller, less. 5 minus 1, he loses 1. 1 goes away. Minus makes things less. And then their friend who walks with them too, whenever we make a number sentence, is equals. And equals helps us to see what's the last number. After we use superhero plus, what does it equal? After we use minus to take away some, what will it equal? So I'm going to use these 3 symbols, math symbols, that help us do number sentences. Okay, here's my first number sentence and story to go with it. Once upon a time, there was a family of ducks. Let's count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 8 little ducks who went out to play. And they wandered through the forest looking for places to hide and playing their game hide and seek. And they followed each other through the forest, and they came upon a cave. And all 8 of the ducks went into the cave. So how many ducks are in the cave? Well, how many were in the family? And they all followed each other. How many were they? There were 8. Make an S and close the gate. 8. Now, Superhero Plus was flying by, and he came down, poof, and touched the cave. 8 plus 2 more ducks who wanted to play. 8 plus 2 more. Well, let's see, if there were 8 ducks in the cave and we added 2 more, how many would there be? 8 was how many in the cave? And here's Superhero plus. How many we're going to add? 2. Now we need our make it even equals. How much is 8 plus 2? If we take them all out of the cave and say 8 and count on 9, 10. We did that C word, 10. We counted to 10. We can spread them out a little bit. See if that's really right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There were 8, and Superhero Plus made 2 more, equals 10. Now, let's put all 10 of them back into the cave and make a new number sentence. Okay. Now, we're not going to write 8 first, because how many is in the cave now? There's 10. 10. And, oh no, some are feeling kind of hungry. They want to go home and have some lunch. So some are going to leave. Oh, when they leave, that's when Superhero Minus comes into work. Takes away how many ever we decide in our number story. Let's see, how many should it be? Maybe 4? Let's take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ducks went home. So we have to write that number down. There were 10, take away 4. And they go back home to eat lunch. Now we hear words like this. With minus number sentences, we hear words that go, not how many are there altogether. Now that's when we put numbers together with plus, make them bigger. Now we say, how many are left? So let's reach in here. Do you want to guess first? 10 minus 4, or 10 take away 4 equals, did you make a guess? Let's see what the answer is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 left. 10 minus 4 equals 6. We made a number sentence. We used numbers and we used the Superheroes Plus to make the first number bigger. See, 10 is bigger than 8 because we added 2 plus, put them together. How many? All together. And we made number 10 littler by taking away. Minus always makes the first number littler. We took away 4. Well, let's erase and do one more and then we'll be done for today. There's my eraser. Let's practice. let's take our 6 ducks, and another day comes by, Tuesday, and the 6 ducks remember that they hid in the cave. So 6 ducks. Oh, did you hear a number? That's the first number. 6 ducks. And 2 of their brothers come looking for them. They want to play too. Plus, because we're going to make 6 bigger. So that's superhero plus. Here come our 2 extra ducks. What number? 2. So we had started with 6, and 2 brothers came, and we put them together. So that's what plus does, makes them bigger. And equal, that's going to be how many all together. Well, you may already know that answer. It's not too hard. If you can start with number 6 and then add on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add on 1 makes 7. Add on 2 makes 8. Make an S and close the gate. So 6 plus 2 equals 8. This is a number sentence. It's a plus sentence or addition. Now, let's though go back to our 6. Send those 2 guys home. And we have 6 again. So this time we're going to start with 6. And 2 are hungry and have to go home. Well, let's make more than 2. Let's say 3 have to go home. 6, take away 3. Here's our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this time, 3 are going to go home. How many are left? Those are the words we use when we take away, when superhero minus, take away, takes away 3. How many's left? 3 are left. 1, 2, 3. We made number sentences today, boys and girls. We practiced classification, and we practiced our numbers 10 to 20. All these things you can practice at home and play at home. That's the end of our lesson for today. I hope you had fun thinking about numbers. Numbers are all around us. Count all during the day, different things you can count and play number games with. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.